So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On play action, Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Marcus Golden in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rosen now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Rosen will throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now it's Rosen looking. It's caught. Nelson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And his throw here's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Rosen. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Rosen off the play action. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
46. Here we go. Sliding.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Austin. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
And got his man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And again, it's Prescott. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. To the air again, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. Austin's got it left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Prescott to throw it. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, it's Rosen. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Good.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw right side taken in by Gallup. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
46.
A second down throw for Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Rosen to throw. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Rosen on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
46. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun. Here we go. Gun. Here we go. 46.
Now Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They'll throw again. Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Glennon. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, 34 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for two. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Looking deep downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Somebody call for the queen.
You got this picture me. Pacific ice on the ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russia. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my belly. They call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, about tag on, I got it in the bag, man, I'm getting all type of cash, I'm a general true. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling, ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my.
The NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in England. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 66 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And his first pass is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking, throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 38 there on third down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen. But he's got Fitzgerald. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. And they'll run it here. And at the 20, he jumps over it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They pitch it out to Johnson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Rosen. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Dawson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kindici forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Keep it skinny. Round. Behind.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 31 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On first down, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Denzel Perryman. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Dumping it off for Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen, eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
That's to his running back, complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him. It was a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On second down, here's Rosen. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Denzel Perryman in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And down he'll go at the 25. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Rosen will throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. Caught right side, Gresham. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Now Gordon on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their...
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown.
boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy? Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now, yeah, I'm too up, brown blew up, copped that new rape from them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my bands, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now. That's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow. That's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money. I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about it, ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Dip. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. That for the homies.
I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down, Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold on first down. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 2nd down, Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 11 more on that one, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Anunwa, the intended target.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
On the give, this is Coleman, the fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, here we go. 319! 319!
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10. Darnold. Flush to his right. Past the 20. Wide open receiver, complete. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jackson possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Leopard!
Darnold from the red zone now. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Bilal Powell, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he's got room. They can't tackle it.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down. Now Rosen to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They toss it out right to Johnson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Darnold now on second down. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Dawson tacks on the point after, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Buying time to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Rosen. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Dawson's kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 23 yards on the play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fitzgerald. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They go to Johnson again. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure, or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Dumping it off for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away.
The second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. But most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Faking the give. Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Crowell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And now he'll tuck it and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him. But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Forced that, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. Sam Darnold, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, so they will accept the penalty and move forward. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for two. Darnold from the gun. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. So that one will be accepted.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's Rosen. Flush to his right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Rosen to throw on third down, escaping the pressure right, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for a noon walk. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse from 17 yards out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Fighting him off. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. first down, it's Darnold. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And his throw is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold keeps himself up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Gone! Detroit! Over!
On 4th down, Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game.
Gone!
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa from 19 yards away. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles.
No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it.